So guys, this clip I'm about to play here really pisses me off, and we see so much of this, and women are becoming more vocal and bragging about this on social media, and it's very disgusting and it just angers you. And this is how scorned women are. It's about their feelings and their emotions that come first before your well-being. What ultimately happens to you doesn't matter. It's her wrath that comes about that's important. Her feelings, no matter what happens. And I've talked about this before when it comes to breakups. So I'm not gonna hold you guys any further. Let's go ahead and get into this clip and see what this woman did because a guy broke up with her. Let's go.
It was really bad because I felt so bad about it. I called like child services on this one. I called child services on my ex because he pissed me off, and then I was like, yeah, I'm done with this person, whatever, like, you know, cheater, fucking piece of shit, lies about dumb shit. He had kids. I called child services on his ass, and I like fabricated everything and like said certain things, and they like went to the door, and like there was a whole process. Like, I don't even know if the children's aid worker still visits them, but she probably does, because what I said, like the way I AI'd that shit, you know, like real AI shit, like fake bruises type shit.
Be careful, fellas.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
So you faked bruises, you faked shit, and then you just made like exaggeration story, and then
on their on his kids.
Yeah.
Like, so then they came and they were like, oh, like, we're seeing stuff that your kids are being abused. You know, you could lose your kids. And I was just like, that sucks.
That sucks.
Yeah, should have been nicer to me, bitch.
So that comes off a podcast, I believe it's called The New Toronto or something like that. And this guy with the mask on is laughing, which is nothing really funny about this because evidently you don't have kids. And for you guys that do have kids that have been in things that involve allegations, even if it's not from the significant other, if it's from something on the outside, it's not fun to be accused of something that you didn't do, and especially for a woman like this to make light of it and laugh about it. And this is what women do. Women will find whatever way, they'll sit down with their girlfriends and they'll come up with these things. And the government just basically, I don't even want to say the government, but it is the government that's over these programs, CPS, the state government, whatever have you, that allows these things to happen. And obviously I get it. Everything should be investigated, because if you were in a situation when you were a child or any other allegation, you want people to investigate, and there's due process involved. But to do something like this, which is similar to what I would call swatting, to send some people over because you're mad, you're upset because a guy broke up with you, and you're going to take it this far and then laugh about it and fabricate a story saying that he was doing something to the kids, it makes your blood boil. I've been in situations when I had younger children. My boys, they would always play. They would get bumps. They would get different things on them. And they would go to daycare. And the daycare, they would just report it to CPS or whatever. And they would have to come and investigate us, me and my wife at the time. And these things are just like, are you serious? Are you serious? All this stuff going on. They have bumps in places where kids have bumps at, and it just happens. It's not a fun process. It's not a fun process for any of these things. A lot of people use this in custody situations, and they use these tactics to try and get the upper hand. Women will do this more often than men, to try to get the upper hand in the custody battle, and even try to coach the kids into saying certain things which aren't true, which people really don't care too much for, these social workers that come by. But it's very embarrassing. They'll come up to the kids' schools, they'll interview the kids, do all these things to make sure that they're good to go. And a lot of you may have experience in this. It's not fun. This is the type of woman you should never deal with, and whoever's dealing with her now, hey, this woman is liable to make up anything and contact the police, whatever. That's why I wish this information was, and there's nothing you can really do for making false allegations about this. It's crazy. It's crazy. You have to defend yourself with things like this when people make it up. But we're going to get into this next clip, which I think is very interesting, because I know of something similar with this in reference to people doing this swatting tactic, for lack of a better term, if you will. So let's get into this next clip. Let's go.
Let me talk to all my ladies. If you're a mother, you have children, and you have a narcissistic mother, you come from a toxic family, this video is especially for you. Narcissists especially the ones in your family, have a very nasty habit of being vindictive, they will call child protective services on you to try to get your children taken from you. I've had this done to me. My own mother has done this to me on a few occasions. Of course, I beat my case. They closed the case very quickly when they realized it was a prank call, but it's just the mere fact. Why would your own mother or sister or family members do something so hateful and vindictive? Ladies, you got to understand, your mother is fully aware that she was abusive. She knows what she did to you your entire childhood. And you got to remember, your mother is very jealous of you. She sees that you have a close relationship with your child. She knows you're a good mother. You're a better mother than what she was to you. So what she's trying to do is she's trying to bring you down to her level, which is why she's making prank calls to Child Protective Services. And she could teach your sister and the other women in your family to do the same thing. They'll all gang up and have a gossip session smear campaign about you based on the lies that your mother is spreading about you. Please rise above this, okay? You are a wonderful mother. All you got to do is keep everybody out your business. I would strongly advise you to move far away, change your phone number, and protect your children. Stop exposing your children to your abusive mother and the rest of the family just so they can make your children toxic and turn your children against you. When your mother is making prank phone calls to the police or Child Protective Services, this is called coercive control. I like to refer to it as coercive enmeshment. It's a bully tactic where a bully, an abuser, is trying to force their way back into your life to regain control over you, even if you're an adult. Cut your narcissistic mother off, please.
So definitely I appreciate, even though I know this young lady or this woman, she covers some things where she's against men for the most part, and even though she may have put herself in certain situations, I know of a woman who has been through something similar to this, and you guys might know people or loved ones or relatives who do this just to get you, because they can't get close to you, they can't have their way with you. They will try and go after your kids by doing the same tactic, reporting to CPS. Even you guys will have neighbors that do this, that don't like you. And they'll do these things just and make up lies and say different things like this. And they have to investigate just to put you through this BS, this stressful BS that it's not even substantiated, obviously, at the end of the day. But just the fact that they have the power to do this. And they abuse this system and do this to hurt you. Which is why sometimes you got to cut people off and not even deal with people on that level where they're able to do these things to you, because if people can't get to you, a lot of times they'll try to get to you through your kids. And it's just not the thing to do, guys. So anyway, that's just my thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit me up on Linktree to book a one-on-one with yours truly. Purchase all my books, merch, t-shirts. Helps to support the channel. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next video that's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you at. It's your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm out of here. Peace.
Yeah. 50 Cent. 50. Part 2.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
Can't forget Tony.
50.
UK.